nos douleurs avaient les mêmes noms, et si nos cœurs battaient à l'unisson, et si nos douleurs avaient les mêmes noms, et si nos cœurs battaient à l'unisson, sous les mêmes étoiles, main dans la main, nous tracerons un chemin, un seul rêve, avec amour.
I hope you are having a good time today from all over the world where you are watching us, from where you joined us. My name is Jeremy Avindu. As you know, I'm a musician. I play trumpet and honored to be the country director of Music Beyond in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So it's truly a joy to see people connecting from so many places around the world. Today, we are here to celebrate Kaori Refugee, whose vision helped start this impactful journey. Every year, instead of receiving a traditional birthday gifts and all of that, I always admire how she decides to dedicate her birthdays to something bigger, supporting the work of Music Beyond the communities we serve. Our goal today is to raise $10,000, only $10,000. And I'm sure we'll make it today because we have the best community of supporters, the best community of people who cares about humanity, and that's what we do through music. These funds will help us continue and expand programs that invest in the future of the next generation. For leaders we need, for all the communities we want to have positive impact into them. Through music education for children, leadership training for artists, teacher training, and outreach initiative with vulnerable communities, including refugees in Eastern Congo. So through this event, you will hear still stories from artists, from teachers, and young people whose lives are being transformed. And I would like to share a few words that were sent to our one and only Kaori Fuji. I know she might be surprised, but I saw she posted on her Instagram story, and I will do this. I will read this loudly so that people will hear it. And yeah, today we celebrate more than just a date. Yeah, we honor an exceptional woman. Oh, my English is coming from a humanitarian leader with a big heart. Your commitment in Congo, your compassion, and your determination to speak for the voiceless are a true source of inspiration to us all. Because of you, hope rises where it once seemed lost, and lives regain dignity and light. These are words coming from one artist. I wanted to read it because it's just one of other testimonies that are coming from the ground, according to all the work that Kaori has been doing, all her passion for human beings, all her passion for wellness, her passion for positive impact. Even if she started in Congo, but probably it's for the whole world. And I believe it from Congo will touch the global world. So the donation link will be shared in the chat. If something touches you tonight, and we hope it will be like that, please let it know in the chat. If you don't speak English or speak French, let us know so that we will make sure you're comfortable too. Every contribution, big or small, they all truly matters. So, before I do anything else, I don't want to forget. Let me give you the link in the chat. Hopefully, I will be.
And while Yeremia is working, probably I will take this moment to say hello to everyone. Hi, Max. Hi, Joswell. Happy to see you all. And thank you so very much for spending this time with us. And the message that Yeremia read, it came from a girl who is a drummer who lives in Bukavu. Bukavu is a town where it's under the occupation of M23, which is a rebel group, and she's living in fear on a daily basis. And then still, she wrote what she wrote, and then it really meant so much to me. So I am really infinitely grateful. And okay, our very important host. This is the real world of Eastern DRC, or Uganda, where he's and Yermia is back. So hopefully, Yermia, you can take it over. We all are experiencing what we all experience on a daily basis, right? Yeah. So here we go.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Don't be worried, I'm back.
I was
Don't
worried.
worry. I'm back. Yeah. I just want to have a small conversation with you, Kaori. Before music beyond, what moment in your life made you realize that music could truly change lives?
Okay. Honestly, and this is an honest talk here, before Music Beyond, I never had that moment. I mean, in theory, I believe that music could change lives, so and so, but I've never actually really felt it. To be fair though, before Music Beyond, my relationship to music was very, very different. So just to give you a little bit of context for people who don't know me, I am a classical flutist. I play Bach, Mozart, and I grew up in a family of professional musicians. So music was always around me, but in a very structured way.
Mhm.
We practice a lot. We go to lessons, we go to competitions, and we practice even more and go to more competitions, more exams, and getting into the best music schools and studying with the best teachers, or performing at a prestigious concert halls and building a career. You see, so music was something that I worked on, not so much, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but not so much of something that I felt. And of course, people say, music has power, or, the power of music. But to be very honest, I don't think I've ever experienced that in a deep human way. And then I went to Congo.
Welcome to Congo.
And I met artists like Yermia, like Yusufu, who had gone through and are still going through things that I could not even begin to imagine. And yet, these guys are using music not just to play or to perform, but to express and to communicate and to heal themselves and the others at the same time. And that's when it really hit me. I came from the world of Bach and Mozart. And you know what? You guys made me realize that the true meaning of music is exactly that: the communications, the expressions, the healing. Whether if it's Bach or Mozart or Beethoven or Jeremiah. Music isn't about winning anything, or it's not about ego or self-validation, which I was full of. But it is about connection, and it's about dignity, and it's about reminding people that they are human and they don't need to give up just yet. And so, honestly, I am really grateful for you, Yeremia, Yusubu, and all the artists in Congo, because you didn't just shape Music Beyond, you changed me as a person, as a flutist and as an educator. So in a way, even though, yes, Music Beyond, I founded Music Beyond started with my idea, but Music Beyond was shaped by all of you. That the music can go far and beyond anything I had known my entire career as an artist. So I thank you. Did that answer to your question?
Yes, and it's a beautiful answer. I know you always want to give us flowers, but I can say that when you came, you found us being noble, and we are glad that you liked what we have been doing. But
Mhm.
again, I feel it as a no, it is an honor for us to be able to be artists in our communities without even knowing that we are serving some greatest purpose for all the community. But yeah, when I met you and other artists all in all this trip, beautiful trip, music trip, I I feel like okay, it is a really an honor to be an artist in my community, and all this because you came and you showed us that light of okay, you can be passionate about music, you can have the technical skills being a
Mm.
music, but you can also be a human being
Yeah.
through music, and I love it. So more than one decade,
Oh,
right?
you're making me feel old. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Bring it
Yeah.
on. Yes, more than a
After
decade.
after after more than a decade of music beyond,
Yeah.
what moment has touched you the most?
I have so many moments, and then you guys know, and the many of you in this room know, I cry all the time, right? So there are just so many moments, but I would like to share three of them. The first one was from many, many years ago, and I was working with a violinist named Julie. This was in Kinshasa.
Yeah,
You guys met Julie, you know?
yeah,
She didn't really believe in herself. And it really showed both in her demeanor and in her playing. She never smiled. She was always grumpy. I always, for years, I thought she hated me, right? Because she never smiles.
Hmm.
And honestly, she didn't sound good either on violin. But over time, as we kept working together, and she slowly, slowly, slowly became a little more confident, and she started smiling, and she started laughing. And then one day she pulled me aside and said to me, "You know, Kaori, I always knew I was not good at violin. But I feel, and even my husband feel, that I have improved a lot with you. So I thought if I could improve at something I was bad at, maybe I can improve something that I am pretty good at." And then she said that she had been making juice, like apple juice, orange juice, ginger juice, whatever juice, at
yeah,
home for years just to give it away. Or sometimes, so here's the juice, please make 3 skirts. Like, I give you this, you give me that.
yeah,
But after that realization, she started to refining it, and she bought a new bottle, decided to print a little label. And for the first time, in her life, she sold it at the market. So through music, she found just enough confidence and found a way to make her own money for the first time at the age of 40-something-year-old woman. And that changed her life. And that was a big success story for me. The second moment was more recent. Earlier last year, I think it's last year, when Goma was taken over by a rebel armed forces called M23. The situation there became extremely violent and extremely dangerous. And at our partner orphanage called Invisible Kids Academy, the gates were closed and there were explosions outside, and the children were frightened, scared, and crying. And then one child apparently started singing a song that we had taught the Music Beyond us doing the music classes there. And slowly other joined in, and then soon they were all singing the song together, calming themselves. And when I heard that, I cried, because in that moment, music wasn't just music, or a song wasn't just a song.
True.
It was something that they could hold on to. It was something that, make them feel alive and still okay. And the last story that I would like to share with all of you is Jeremiah's story.
Oh, okay.
So,
The story that I
yeah,
don't know. Okay.
exactly. Yeah, the story that you don't know, you know. So there was a moment when your wife, Jeremiah's wife, needed an emergency C-section, but you didn't have enough means, enough money to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
And can you imagine, like, those moments is everything is on the line, right? Like the wife, the child, and you're trying to figure out what to do. He didn't even tell me this. He could have just asked me what to do, then I could have helped, but he didn't. But then on the same day, the Play and Beef, which is our music platform, payout came through. Again, it's just by chance. It was just the first of whatever, and then it came through. And your beautiful, beautiful girl was born.
Yeah.
How old is she now, Mia?
Almost 3 years.
Oh my God. So then she's doing well, right? Everything is fine. Your
Yeah, she's
wife
fine.
is fine.
She's fine. She started kindergarten, so yeah.
Oh, oh. I'm like a auntie, like that's how I feel. So, whenever I think about these moments, these are not really the music stories, right? These are actually the beyond story. Music is a tool and it's a great starting point. But what we are really seeing is that tiny bit of confidence of Julie, or the moment of healing for these children, and dignity to become the proud dad.
Yeah.
People changing how they see themselves, and to there we can do better, and believe that tomorrow is possible. So music just opens that door, and those stories are what stays with me the most, and that keeps me going the most.
I really thank you for sharing all these beautiful moments that probably you have so many, but you
Yeah.
remember those one because it's a quick things. And I really thank you. And really, yes, and I really feel like, as I always say, it is an honor for me, for us, to be on this stage working for our communities. I'm pretty sure that the same way that music has been impacting my personal life, I'm pretty sure for many other persons it's happening. Whether is through Music Beyond or not, music has that power every day, every second. It is impacting people's lives. So, and I really appreciate this the way that when Kaori says that, okay, the day when my girl has been born. I know that some of you probably had this story in our 10th gala in New York when I shared about it, but it is really a testimony of all what I thought I didn't think music can help to do, And for me, before I can say, let's say 10 years ago, I loved music. I have the passion. I went to studios and this and that. But saying that, okay, from music, I will get, let's say, 50% of the hospital bill. I didn't think that. And here we are talking about money, but it's not really only about money. It is more than that. Realizing that music has this power to transform my life, me as a person, in the inner me, there inside. But again, now I'm doing my life and I'm getting something from this music. Really, it is really amazing. And really, I want to welcome everybody who is joining us. And thank you, Kaori, for or thank you. And as I was saying, today we celebrate your birthday, Kaori. But we also celebrate the thousands of lives that have been touched because you believed that music could serve people. Um, Allow me to share a few things that you support, all of you have made possible through your donations, your suggestions, your advices, your volunteering. So last year we have been able to train one 130 artists. We trained 78 teachers, reaching more than 4,000 children every year in schools, especially in Butembo. We reached over 500 refugees, both in Goma, Butembo, and Uganda. We provided direct support to artists for mobility and emergency fundings. And beyond numbers, what we do is really not only entertainment. Music becomes a lifeline. It restores dignity, confidence, and hope. And that is what you are supporting today. That is what you are supporting today. I want to repeat that. Music Beyond is really about society, human. People can think like, okay, we are not a label. Music Beyond is not a music label. Music Beyond is not a regular NGO. We work for humanity. Music becomes a lifeline to restore dignity, confidence, and hope. And we all know that we need that hope. And that is what you are supporting today. Yes, Corey?
Very well said. Very well said, Jeremiah.
Thank you, thank you. So, Corey, please help me put the donation link there. I'm stuck a little bit about that,
Okay.
and I hope you will be able to do it. So, we go forward. Now, let me take you to Goma. Welcome on board. We go to Goma in Eastern Congo. We go to Invisible Kids Academy. When you are in Goma, downtown, you take the road going to the airport. Before you reach the main gate, you take right. There you will find factories of cement, mattress, and not more than 100 meters, you will find at your left, you will find a small, good house with some kind of green paint. You enter there in that small plot, you will find Invisible Kids Academy. This is a project by young artists from Goma, dancers and good good persons, and they manage this to help vulnerable children, orphans, and all stuff. Some of them, they sleep there, they're housed there. Some of them, they go to school through their projects, and we have been working with them every week. I think now is almost 3 years, right?
Yes,
Am I
it's been
wrong?
a long
No?
3 years. That's long, but probably 2 years now.
Okay,
Yeah.
probably 2 years. And we have been there every week to teach singing, guitar, and we dance a lot. When I went there one day to supervise with these guys, Yusubu answer, and I remember we have our driver too, and we have been all there inside, and we danced a lot. I don't know to dance. Yusubu knows. I don't know how to dance, but it's really a good moment to be in that community dancing with this and these kids, they really know to dance. I wished they would teach me how to dance, but unfortunately, war came in and I haven't yet gotten enough time to learn how to dance. So I want to show you a video from them, from Invisible Kids Academy.
Greetings to the world here, the Invisible Kids Academy, all the way from Congo, Goma, which Seba I'm representing. And I'm here to say thanks to the Music Beyond as our partners. We have been working together for so long, and we really appreciate your support.
Salut à tous, je m'appelle David Congo, membre du groupe Invisible Kids Academy. Je remercie Music Beyond pour leur soutien pendant que j'étais malade.
Music Beyond have been there to support, to help out, and I really appreciate this partnership.
Music Beyond n'intervient pas seulement pour la musique, mais Music Beyond intervient aussi pour notre scolarisation. Nous disons merci à Music Beyond.
Salut, je suis Hassan Akiba, membre de Invisible Kids Academy. Nous disons merci beaucoup à Music Beyond pour votre accompagnement artistique et financier. Ce que vous faites à Invisible Kids Academy, vraiment, c'est une très grande chose. Aujourd'hui, nous étudions dans de bonnes conditions. C'est grâce à vous. Merci beaucoup, Music Beyond, et que Dieu vous bénisse.
Thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for supporting kids at the Invisible Kids Center, and really appreciate Push Seba and my team. Really appreciate your work. Be blessed. Thank you.
When I prepare this, I had to watch this video, but
Mm-hmm.
now as I watch it again, it sounds different. Every time it's overwhelming, and I really believe that these children, even if they sing, now they are singing, now they are playing guitar, and I'm really amazed about that. But these children are not just learning music.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are finding joy again. They are finding confidence. And sometimes this becomes the safest place for 1 hour, 2 hours every week.
Yeah.
Because all that because of all our supporters, because of you, Kaori, because you started all this. And today, I just want to say again, thank you.
Thank you. That little boy named David is he was in French. So for those like me who don't speak French,
We know you speak
what
French.
what he was saying was that, so he was really, really sick. He's an incredibly talented boy, huh? Like really, really talented boy. But he was super, super sick, and then we could help him a little bit by sending him to a hospital or whatever, and then now he's doing better. So I cried to see him on the screen, because it's incredible. I think it is an ongoing battle for him. So it's not just malaria or something. It's a little bit of a up and down thing. But we really hope we are able to continue to support him and anybody who are like him. So again, Music Beyond is, we are not just giving the the classes or, you know, preparing a concert, everybody becomes a family. You know, every, you know, single artist becomes a family, and then we help each other whenever we need, you know? We need, we, the Music Beyond, need their voice. They need us to amplify their voice. You know what I mean? So it's not like they're the beneficiaries and we are whatever. It's very
No.
much of a, you know, together effort. So sorry, I talk too
Yeah.
much. Go ahead.
So in our mission, a lot of you know, in our mission, it is important for us to work with local artists.
Yeah.
Why? Because they know reality, local realities. I know more realities locally than Kaori.
Yeah. I always ask them.
So, and working with them is also a good thing because it's a way also for us to empower them, these local artists, giving them responsibilities that help them believe in themselves, that help them realize that they are not only as powerless as they might think because of the realities of the situation, you know, war and other things. So that's why it is important. So I want to share with you this small video from that the mentors, the trainers at Invisible Kids.
Bonjour, mi wananiita Nehemia Kinaya. Je suis guitariste et je suis encadreur pour Invisible Kids Academy.
Je suis Delphin Zanzu et l'encadreur wa batoto ku Invisible Kids Academy. Niko pale mina wapatia cours ya chant, mais aussi niko assistant ku cours ya guitare. En fait, tuko natumika na batoto pale, ça fait un bon moment.
Au début, haikukuwaka tellement facile, ilikuwaka nguvu, mais kutokana na soutien yenu vraiment mulitufelicite na tunasema merci kubya mingi ambayo mko nafanya.
De ma part, mie comme mwalimu, mina remercier na kufelicite Music Beyond kwa encadrement yote nye biko na pana. Tulianzaka watoto na biko kameme mu niveau ya chini, mais pour le moment biko naenda wanajadapte. Mtoto anaanza imba, anapata game, gitariste anapiga, anajipata kugame ya gitari kisi anaimba. Ni kitu kia maana sana vraiment mu evolution ya watoto. Mina felicite na mina remercier Music Beyond parce que iko nasaidia watoto kudécouvrir vitu yenye viko ndani mwao. Na mina waza mu avenir watoto vie. Et puis mina demande tena Music Beyond isichoke kusaidia watoto paske ni maisha yenye viko na wapatia na kuwaepusha na vitu vya mubaya venye wanapashwa enda kwa juu manke ya encadrement.
Tunasema merci kubya mingi ambayo mko nafanya Music Beyond. Sasa musichoke, muendelee kutusaidia na ile soutien kabisa tuko nao besoin.
Those are the trainers. They live in Goma now, and every week they go there to teach, support, and be there with these kids. And Kaori, you have something to say?
I'm just really grateful for these teachers. For those of you who, you know, don't know where Goma is. So Goma is in a main city in the eastern DRC. Goma is a city that is taken over by M23 still. So they do have an airport, but this airport is not working. They do have, M23 has claimed that they are the government of Goma. So they're living sort of in between two governments, right? And people are like, what do you do? They, you know, someday it's almost like I always, you know, say like, you all of a sudden somebody comes into your home and it's like, okay, now I occupy your home, but you can stay here. Don't complain about me. Then you're fine. If you complain, we have a problem. So what do you do with that? That's really the conditions that they're living in on a daily basis. And then, so a lot of NGO had left Goma. They have to leave Goma. But we are there only because people are there. The local people are there. I am not allowed to go to Goma. I can't go to Goma. But these teachers, these musicians, we ask them, you know, like, do you still want to do this? Or do you feel safe enough to do it? And they always say yes, and they do it. Because they realize that these children at the Invisible Kids Academy are there. They don't have the choice or luxury to relocate.
Yeah.
The NGO people can relocate back to New York or back to Paris or back to wherever, you know, but they don't have a place to go. And then there are millions of those people. Josuel, you said thank you for not turning your back to the people. Well, thank you for saying that, Josuel, but the people who are not turning back to people are the people who are living there. You know, these musicians, they could say, well, yeah, I could go and teach the kids, but hey, can you send me some money so I can escape to wherever else, right? They could say that too, but they don't.
Yes.
And they choose to be useful. Or they could stay at home and be fearful. Or they could stay at home and be angry or sad or whatever. Yeah. But they choose to get up and do what they do best and spread the message. So I'm incredibly grateful for these humans who are there and working every day.
Thank you.
Mm.
And I thank you for everybody who is joining us even now, and thank you for. I want to thank some of the chat members here: Aiko, Cindy, Max, Mao, everyone, Walter from Vienna, Josuel, Answer. Thank you for being us with here. We are really honored to have you and have your support. Your donation, your support are helping to build communities grounded really in love and humanity. And thank you for this. And since more than 6 months, we have started intensive workshops about leadership in Butembo. Butembo is in the north part of Goma. And these leadership workshops are now starting in Beni. But the first part, the first 6 months has been done in Butembo. And we believe that leadership is an essential part of our vision for creating positive social impact. That's why we organize these internship workshops for artists. And we don't just train artists to perform, we train them to become leaders, to speak, to organize, and to serve their communities. And I want to show you a small video from one of the trainees.
Je suis Elie Mitima, je suis un poète, l'un des artistes qui ont participé aux ateliers en ville de Butembo organisés par Musique Beyond avec des facilitateurs, M. Youssoubou et ensuite, cette période, des ateliers, ça a été, je peux dire, une nouvelle naissance artistique parce que j'ai appris beaucoup de choses que je ne savais pas. Et les artistes de placés qui sont dans la ville de Butembo, qui ont du mal, qui peinent à se retrouver côté artistique. Et nous, on avait compris que c'était un problème. Et là, on les a relancés. Donc, d'aller après cela, nous voulons aussi élargir le peu de connaissances qu'on a eu. Nous voulons encore une fois partager aux amis et aussi cette envie d'apprendre.
That was Eli. Eli, he's a poet from Butembo. Because in Butembo, we are having in our workshops, according to what I saw, all the reports, we are having more and more poets, which is amazing, having that diversity. So I will already put you one video from Yusubu. Yusubu is here, but he sent a video that I want to show you.
Salut, je suis Youssouf Kassereka, artiste musicien, coordonnateur de Music Beyond, et je suis aussi l'un des encadreurs dans le projet des ateliers de formation ici à Butembo et à Beni. Et jusque-là, je peux dire que ce projet c'est un succès. Et ça fait 6 mois déjà que nous avons commencé avec eux. Et là, ils sont en train de mettre en pratique tout ce qu'ils ont appris pendant ces 6 mois. Et ils ont commencé par un projet nommé HAGHUMA, un projet qui a réuni les artistes déplacés qui sont ici à Butembo. Et ils ont créé un spectacle ensemble. Ce spectacle a engendré une chanson qui sera disponible le 22 mars. Voir, c'est sourire. Voir des artistes déplacés être contents de l'accueil et de la logique de ce projet, cela me procure beaucoup de joie et ça me pousse à vous solliciter, vous tous qui soutenez les Beyond, les donateurs et tous les autres, de continuer à donner un coup de pouce. Et parce que ce qui se passe ici sur le terrain, c'est vrai, ça a un impact positif. Et comme je dis toujours, j'aimerais qu'un jour, vous puissiez avoir cette possibilité de venir sur le terrain et vivre, voir l'impact que votre soutien a sur la communauté et sur les artistes. Je pense que c'est un bon projet qui doit continuer à un niveau national.
This is about leadership projects in Butembo and Beni. And as you heard, Eli and Yusubu, the project, after these 6 months, now the artists decided to continue, but they want to teach others. And this is how impact grows, from one person to a community. So, dear Kaori, how do you feel when you see other artists when they start believing or acting in the way that they put the community first before them, as these artists are doing?
To me, that's the best case scenario, because when we started this workshop, what I was hoping for was the ripple effect. We train small group of artists, but then these small group of artists are inspired and excited enough so that they choose on their own to share and to teach and to create something for others, because that's when it becomes real. That's when it's no longer a program, but it's a movement.
Yeah.
We provide the program, but the people create a movement. People create the change.
Sure.
And we are we hope to be a small seed of that change, of that movement. And
exactly.
So to me, this is the most beautiful part. And, I really do believe this is how the real change can happen. And not from the organization anymore, from us, the organizations anymore, but from the people they teach. But I would like to give a special shout out to Yusubu and Answer for teaching, for leading this workshop so well, to a point that they want to do this themselves as well, right? So thank you, Yusubu and Answer, for doing this.
Yeah, and while we have Yusubu here, I want to hear more about you, Yusubu, about all of this stuff and how life is in Butembo. Butembo is between Goma and Beni, and I I saw that these artists from your leadership, they decided to go and work with refugees, artists refugees. So I want you to explain. Je voudrais que tu expliques ça se passe comment pour qu'à Butembo il y ait des réfugiés. Pourtant, moi-même, je sais que Butembo n'est pas sous le feu comme le serait Beni ou Goma. How it is like to live in Butembo, knowing that it is between Goma and Beni, and how come it has refugees? Because I know that Butembo is not in war like in Beni or in Goma. So yeah, explique-nous un peu, c'est quoi la vie là-bas, les réfugiés, ça se passe comment, voilà.
Thank you, and that this is good to talk French too because we have people who talk French.
Yeah.
Je pense que oui, à Goma, il y a eu tellement de situations euh, pas recommandables, mais je pense que ça a été beaucoup médiatisé. Voilà pourquoi le monde a attendu cela. Mais cela n'empêche pas que autour de la ville de Beni ou de Butembo, on peut dire Owicha et d'autres villages, il se passe beaucoup de choses horribles. Hein. Et je pense que beaucoup, en tout cas beaucoup de personnes qui quittent Owicha, qui quittent aux alentours de Beni, ils ont peut-être de la famille ici à Butembo, ou soit ils sont dans une communauté, d'une église quelconque, ici à Butembo. Du coup, ils se sentent un peu accueillis.
Yusuf was saying that, yeah, Butembo is between Beni and Goma. And the fact is, even the villages around Beni, around Goma, they are the real war, field, all those villages. So for people to be safe, they decided to go most of the time to Butembo because it is somehow safer, even if it is not safer. But yeah, it's the safest place now, probably in North Kivu. So yeah, and thank you for Ezra's Mbondi Yelio who has joined us. Thank you. These are guys from the leadership projects, and we are happy to see you. Thank you for all your work you have been doing. So for everybody to know that leadership projects has now started in Beni too, and Beni is not easy place to stay because I know it, and because I remember the war started there, this ADF thing in 2013. That time I was in Butembo. I was living in Butembo, and more than 10 years. It is not difficult. It's not easy, and I'm glad that Music Beyond now is able to go and work with amazing artists from Beni. Thank you, Yusubo and Answer, for this work. So if you have something, please join us into this donation. It will help us. Josuel is saying happy birthday, Kaori. Congratulations for another great year.
Thank you.
Amazing milestones of Music Beyond, despite all the challenges. Indeed, yes, the impact of the work is doing now cannot be overstated now in the future. So yeah, thank you, Josuel. Thank you. So it has been an honor to serve you today. Thank you for taking this time, and I want to say happy birthday to Kaori. I can say happy birthday to Music Beyond too, because through her, Music Beyond has been doing all this work. And while we are finishing,
I'm aware of the time. So for those
Yeah.
who has to leave through the workshop in Butembo, the leadership workshop in Butembo, the final project that Yusubu and Answer decided to give them was for them to come up with their own socially impactful project. And what they came up with was, instead of featuring themselves, they wanted to feature the artists who are refugees. And they worked with the refugees. They are people who haven't touched their instrument, or who haven't sung, or who haven't been in the studio for years. And they all came together and created a song. And while they are creating it, they realize, Yusuf, is that correct? There are different people who are speaking different languages, because there are so many different tribes in that part of the country. So they had to change the lyrics to make sure everybody's their own language were included in this one song. So that was such a great example of what music does. Unite people to understand some of these tribes who are not really the best friends. But through the music, through the creative process, they found more in common than not. Let's please play them. Thank you.
Hey bulaya itwe boshinga tuli banu kutsenga hali abendundi kulenga bandi bachunga munikumbulira echo jinsi wena ye nami twajibu kwa jina mbalimbali tukiwa wana wa baba moja, ndivyo njia zetu ni mbalimbali. Njia ni mbalimbali, lakini historia yetu ni moja. Ndio maana ikiwa shida, ndio maana ikiwa furaha, tutaimba, tutacheza pamoja.
Ces pépés non sont sous les coups torrentiels. Les rêves qui de paix dans sa vie inhumaine. Souffrant, désespéré, de famine et de haine. Combien de fois la guerre a pollué son ciel.
Détruisant la nature, anissement, misère. Moment après moment, mateso uzuni. Où est l'humanité pour ce peuple meurtri? En insécurité, sans aucune lumière.
Masangano setu HAGHUMA, HAGHUMA. Tutaimba, tutajenga historia yetu pamoja kwa amani. Batu ubuhuma ni kagalano lwanzoni ngabo ye chihanda. On a tout essayé mais sans fait l'essentiel. L'unité de nos aïeux dans du ciel. Twamaliro mobuhemba twangahunishe bitwa koko isi twapanzana chishi chishi itwa lukalukana chishi chishi. La vie a mille visages, sa route a mille virages, mais une page en son récit ne changeait pas. C'est la même pour chaque pays, c'est peu.
Yes. Thank you, Yusubo, for this amazing work.
It's
and
so
so
cool.
Kaori, what's next for Music Beyond?
Okay, so what's next? So there are three things. The most recent one that we are going to have is Concert for Peace, which is it became our one of flagship initiatives, I would say. It brings artists from Eastern Congo into the same space as the country's decision makers who are in the capital, Kinshasa. Why does that matter? Because much of the hardship is happening in the East, but the most decision makers in Kinshasa. To give you a sense of the scale, Kinshasa and Eastern DRC are over 2,500 kilometers apart. That's about 1,500 miles apart. And there's no road that connects the West and the East. They have different tribes, different cultures, and they speak completely different languages. So between those two realities, there is an emotional gap. You see, in Kinshasa, the East is often known through the reports. They talk about conflict, they talk about crisis, they talk about complexity. They read and they say, oh, this is terrible. But then put that aside and move on with their lives, right? There is information, but there is no real understanding or true connection.
Yeah.
And that's what this concert dares to change. So it creates a real human encounter without pointing fingers at anyone. We are not saying it's your fault or anything like that, but it's a chance for the people in the West, people who has a lot of power and a lot of decision power and decision-making skills, to not just hear about the East, but to experience it through real voices, real presence, and real strength. So they understand that these people in the East and DRC are not just numbers, or they are not the victims. No, they are not the beneficiaries. They are people. So this year we are bringing 13, it keeps growing. Now it's 13, right? 13 musicians from the East and DRC, and it really takes a village to make this happen, both financially and logistically. So the first mission of, and I was just in Kinshasa last month, and the mission there was to gain the support from each partners, which was successful. So I'm incredibly grateful for all the strong partners who believe in this mission and walk this journey with us. And beyond the concert, two major directions are happening. And this is the first time that I'm, unveiling this. The first one is around education. So we, Music Beyond, has been developing and refining our elementary school teacher training and music curriculum for a couple of years now. And I'm super excited to share that we are now in active discussions with the Ministry of Education in DRC about how this could expand at a national level. And this could really be a game changer, not just for us, Music Beyond, but for the country. It's a country where there's no formal music education curriculum exist at the moment. So if we can do this, it can change the trajectory of music education in elementary school and secondary school in DRC for generations to come. So we're so excited. Now, and then the second one, this is the last one. It's something I've been quietly dreaming about for a long time in my head. It's a community center in Eastern DRC. I have been envisioning a space where artists can create, train, collaborate, where community members can gather, learn, connect, and where children have a safe space to grow. Something super integrated, something sustainable, and somewhere that it can grow over time. And recently, I see you being here. Recently, after encouragement from the people I trust, you know who you are, I finally shared this idea with one of our key partners in Congo, and they said yes. So we have decided to move forward. Of course, it's still really early days and it will take time. It will take a long time to make this happen. We have to find the best contractor. That's the first step. But the most important step has been taken. It's no longer just in my head or in my precious little laptop. It is now something we are building together, and I say this together, with a strong partner and partners hopefully beside us as well. So this is a moment where everything is starting to move forward in a way that we haven't experienced before. And my sincere hope is that you will walk alongside us. That's what's next for Music Beyond, if you guys could be with us.
Thank you for this future, which is possible, is not a really, I don't say, I don't think it is a real future, it's now. And I'm sure we'll make it because we have the amazing community. Thank you for everyone who is donating. With your support, we will reach more children, more artists, expand programs, continue what we are doing, and building long-term spaces for communities. And today, as you know, it's not just a celebration. It is an opportunity to invest in people, in hope, in the next generation of leaders. And thank you for taking your time for being with us today. Thank you for all your messages and your support. Thank you for being part of this journey. If all these touched you, and I bet yes, please donate now. And remember that this fundraising continues until the end of the month. If you can donate once, twice, why not? This will be very, very helpful. Every dollar matters, every action matters. Thank you. Now we are closing our birthday celebration. Let me put this video from some of our community artists. So, yeah.
Joyeux anniversaire, très cher Kaori.
Joyeux anniversaire.
Happy birthday, Kaori.
Oh, the boy is so cute.
They are so cute. Please stay connected to our newsletter, our social media, our YouTube channel. News are coming, a lot of things, daily basis. Every week we are on the field working because you allow us to. Thank you for your donations. We meet on our social media to continue conversation, comment, share, join us, send messages. We will always be pleased to talk to everyone. You have a final message, Kaori?
Thank you, everyone, so much. Mwah.
Pesanga bolingo, pesanga respect. Nazali na makila motane, nasengeli komona na lokola basusu. Pesanga bolingo, pesanga respect. Nazali na makila motane, nasengeli komona na lokola basusu. Pesanga bolingo, pesanga respect. Nazali na makila motane, nasengeli komona na lokola basusu.